All right, I told you I was going to get you some fishing content, so there will be a little bit of that. However, there is no catching of the fish on camera, mainly because I struggled with my kayak all day and I decided to go out on a day that was supposed to be 60 degrees, but it did have a low of 28 and it hit every bit of the 28 and I was fighting wind and cold. Fish were biting though. While I was waiting for it to warm up before I actually got out on the water, I was casting off the bank and caught a really nice bass, and here's a picture of it.
Ha! Just kidding. This is definitely an AI rendition of the bass. The bass only weighed about a pound. No reason to get out of it.
So, with that being said, I want to talk about trial and error with a kayak. All right. So, when it comes to kayaks, I told you guys I had bought these. These are the 3D printed risers. I'm 6'4". Risers are a must. I will tell you, having these on, I felt so much better. It was so much easier to pedal. It was very comfortable. They were really nice, but within an hour, they were crumbling. Now, if you're a big guy, I don't recommend these. If you're like 125 pounds and have a little piercing right here, maybe these will work for you. So I'm going to take you guys through what I did here, because I built them out of wood. And if you got some stuff laying around, I kind of did some extra stuff just for stability, but you'll see that what I did and how I did it with 2x4s and a 1x1, and it is definitely way stronger. I could probably stand on my seat with no issue with just some stuff you have laying around your garage. Here you go.
Yep, definitely kept it really simple here. Those brackets you see that I use are just for strength. I did go through the bottom of the 1x1 into the 2x4 that I cut. I actually measured the original brackets to make sure all the holes and everything were in the same spot to hold the chair, because I like the height. I didn't want it higher. I didn't want it lower. I wanted it to be pretty similar. I just wanted it to be sturdy. And I did do dual track mounts on here because it just made it super solid. I don't really have to worry about it moving. Here I talk about the rudder a little bit. You don't want to put tension on that wire that goes into the kayak back to the rudder, because it will make it hard to turn. In this case, because my seat's elevated, it was able to go under the seat without any problems. However, if you're not using seat risers, make sure that it goes up over your seat. I have found that that is the best possible way to turn softly from left to right. But yeah, this is how it turned out. Everything fits, looks really good. I'm really happy with it and excited. I think it'll last a lot longer, and maybe it'll help you put something together, and maybe you'll take some more time on it. I really just wanted to get this done, but overall I spent about $30 and it'll probably last a really long time. Now here on the back, I specifically put that bar across for it to be out of the way, but also to keep it from being able to move back. I didn't want those things to tip or have any leverage, and I just created some stability here. Here's me freezing my butt off on the kayak, just showing off the 360 footage. I at least wanted to get out and see how the camera worked, and it is freaking awesome. Anyways, I hope you guys are out there fishing and having a good time and catching your PBs. Thanks for watching.